So yesterday was probably one of the most amazing days of my life, honestly. It was a day that I will probably never ever forget. I am so excited for you guys to see the video that Farmer Joe took yesterday while we were helping Luna deliver her precious little baby boy. He is a tank. He's a big boy, and I was so thankful that her and I got to be there and that I got to witness that moment with my daughter and for her to get to be there to help us with it. It was truly just really amazing, and I'm really excited that the video turned out so well so that you guys can see it. So I hope you enjoy. Josie, you need to hold the camera for Mommy. I have to pull her babies out. Can you hold this, please? Hold it for Mommy so I have light. Keep your finger off the camera. Mommy needs to see. Come here, Joe. One foot. Where's your other foot? Where's your other foot, boy? One foot, Joe. I know, sweetie. I know. Yeah, keep the camera there, Joe. That's good. There you go, Mama. There we go. There we go. Yeah, you got him. You got him. There you go, Mama. Good girl. There you go. Yeah, I know that hurt. There, you got him. You got him. There, little one. There, Joe, look. We pulled a baby out. Oh, goodness. Goodness. There, little one. There. Oh, goodness. Good job, Luna. Did she just have a baby? Oh, boy. Oh, there's a sack coming. I'll just leave her for now. Oh, boy. Good girl. Good girl. Here, Mama. Here, Mama. Here, Mama. We can walk. Good girl. Good girl.
She had a baby.
She had a baby. One for now. Mommy's hands are yucky now. Okay, let's go and leave her alone now. Okay, we'll come back and check her in a minute. Okay, get out. Oh, Mommy's hands are all yucky. That has got to be one of the best feelings in the world. That was the most random thing that's ever happened. I was on my way outside to check on Aster and Astro because they'd been outside for the first time ever. Joe had just woke up from her nap and wanted to see the twins. So I'm like, yeah, let's go check them. and noticed that Luna was missing and was like, is she killing the twins? Nope, having a baby. How exciting. Farmer Joe filmed that whole video. She did amazing. I can't believe it. It's been about 2 hours now, and I'm just coming out here to check on her and see if she had another one, if she needs any help, and just overall check on her, see how she's doing. So I wanted to explain the video a little bit and kind of what ended up happening and why I ended up making the decision to assist Luna in that delivery. So she it was really, really fast, and I honestly didn't think she was going to have a baby for another week or two. She was really bagged up, like, she definitely had a big bag, but that was kind of it. She had been kind of mucusy, but she wasn't as swollen and as stretched as her sister was the day that she delivered, so I never really thought of it. And the goats had been locked out of the shelter so that Star and the twins could be together, and so it was actually I let Star and Astro and Esther out at about 2 o'clock yesterday, and the kids were all my kids were napping, and when Farmer Joe got up from her nap, I decided to go ahead and come outside. She wanted to come see the twins, and I wanted to check on the twins and make sure that they were okay. So when we came out to check on them, I noticed that Luna was gone, and I was worried right away because I was worried that she was going to be a bit I was worried that she was going to be a bit aggressive with Star's babies because they weren't hers, and she had been a bit funny about them in the past and headbutting them. So I wanted to make sure that she wasn't being mean to them. And when we crawled into the shelter to check on everybody, I noticed that she was pushing. And so that's when I got out my camera and we started filming to watch. And it was pretty quick early on in the video that I noticed that things weren't going super well for her. I noticed that she kept looking back over her shoulder at me and talking to me. And Luna is our most standoff goat. Like, Twinkle's behind me, Star just came to say hi, and Luna could care less that I'm out here. She is not as sociable, and she doesn't really care to be out here, and she doesn't like attention. Twinkle just laid down beside me. So they she wasn't she's my standoff goat. So for her to be talking to me and wanting me there, it I knew right away that something was up because she doesn't really care for attention at all. So that's when I knew that something was up, and so I kind of waited a minute longer just watching, and when she was pushing and I could see the baby was thrashing and moving but not actually making any progress coming out, I knew that there was something. So the beginning of the video is mostly just me feeling around because I noticed quickly right away there was only one foot. With goats and with most mammals, they should come out with the front feet first and then the nose and kind of come out all at once like that. Um, and so it was a problem that I couldn't feel the other foot. So most of the video is just me kind of feeling around to see if I could feel the foot inside her at all. And when I realized that the foot was all the way back and couldn't come out, that's when I made the decision to pull. So in the video, Farmer Joe's kind of a little bit all over the place. I have to give her credit though. She's 2 years old. Um, I was trying to just move the shoulders out one at a time. So as I pulled, I made sure I pulled with Luna so that we worked together as a team to get her baby out safely. And so we were able to pull out one of his shoulders, and then the shoulder that was back a little further, I was able to reach in once the other shoulder was out and grab a hold of that leg and start pulling it so that the rest of his body could come out. Now, I knew when we first went out there and I started filming that he was a big kid, but once he was out, I couldn't believe how big he is. She only had one, so we only had the one, and she cleaned out and everything right after, and he is so big. I need to weigh him. I need to find a scale and weigh him and see how big he really is. He's quite a bit bigger than the twins, and the twins are 5 days old today. So he was just a big boy, and if I think she probably would have been able to have those kids on him on her own if he had had both feet out, but I don't know if he would have fit with both feet out like that because he's just so big. So anyways, that's why I made the decision to pull. I usually like to let them do it on their own, but just in the moment, just seeing how things were going, it looked like the right decision. So we made the decision to go ahead and pull. So we named him Jupiter, and he is doing really well. He was up within a half an hour. He was up and wandering around, and by an hour old, he had already sucked and was ready to go to bed for the night. So I actually never even checked on them in the middle of the night. I came out and with my husband, we did a check around 8:30, put some new straw out, and he was doing really well, and I could tell his belly was full. So we just left him, and we've been leaving him alone most of the day, and Mama is taking fantastic care of him. Luna is a great mom. She really has been taking care of him well and making sure that he's fed and keeping the other mamas away from him. So it's been good. Now Twinkle here, she's cozied right up to me. Mama is starting to look a little bit closer. So I'm going to be keeping a good eye on her because she is starting to look pretty close and she's starting to get a little bit irritated. So yeah, Mama's next, and I'm not as worried about Mama. She knows what she's doing, and she has been really excited about all the babies that are in the barn. So she's got a water bag by the looks of it. Might just be afterbirth. Her little one is doing quite well. Yeah, you're okay. It's very cold and windy, but she knows that he's hers and she's licking him off, so that's really good. So it's about 6:30 in the morning. Just heading out to check on all the goats and their kids because currently on our thermometer is reading -16. So I want to make sure that they're okay, and I want to make sure that their babies stayed warm. My husband and I went out late last night around, I think, 8:30. Put out a new bale of straw for everybody, and made sure that they had lots to try and keep them warm. So we'll see how everybody did. All right, everybody's all good. She was very concerned about where he was. They were all eating in here, and she saw me in here talking to him, and she had to come over and remind me that that's her baby. So they're doing really good. These two little stinkers are trying to find some breakfast. Mama Star here is still, she just wants to eat her breakfast. Star is still just, she wants to nurse a little bit, but not get their bellies like full. So I'm still been throwing them on like 2 or 3 times a day just to make sure that they're getting something. Miss Luna here wouldn't leave for breakfast. She wanted to be with her little man. So left her a whole bunch of hay in front of the door so that she has something to eat. It's 6:30 in the morning, so I'm going to leave them for now. I'll come back out here in a little bit, give them all some water, give the mama some grain. And our big mama here, still nice and plump. She was hungry too, so the more I can keep them in this little shelter cozying up, the more body heat will be in here, so it'll be good. That's all for today. Hope you guys learned something new. It's been a huge adventure here on the farm this week, and we can't wait to share more with you guys. Make sure you subscribe to our videos so that you can see more cool things and what we're up to here on the homestead. There they are, Mama Luna and Jupiter. He's a huge boy compared to the little twin sleeping over there. Yeah. Good job, Mama.